Well, reasonable investment is subjectively to any organization and any risk appetite of the organizational leadership. Even if we take two organizations that are the same, let's say we take two banks or two retail companies or two hotel companies, hospitality companies, any company, online services. Let's take two businesses of the same. They serve the same clients, they target the same clients, they go online on social media and they invest in marketing on social media. This is big now. Both of them, they want the same clientele, they want the same business to come in. But each one of them is managed differently. There's a different DNA, there's a different leadership, there's a different mindset, there's a different culture, and of course, there's a different risk appetite. One organization might be more prone to managing their financial risks in a better, I wouldn't call it better, but in a way that is more conservative. Other organizations will just say, okay, we put $100,000, $1 million, $5 million aside for just investments, crazy investments. Those crazy investments can bring crazy customers, clientele, markets that we're not even in yet. The organizations are different by their DNAs. Even if they look the same, they are different. So investment in cybersecurity, and I like that word because investment is a good thing. Investment, you actually get something from that investment. Investment on one side, there's a waste on the other side, there's loss on the other side. So good investments will bring you profit. Bad investments will bring you loss. So investment in cybersecurity is subjective to that organization, to any organization, to follow their risk appetite. You ask me what is a reasonable one? I would say that an organization needs to first and foremost look at their risks, look at their landscape of risks of cybersecurity, look at it from a business perspective, not from a technical perspective. Don't just order another pen testing, another expert to tell you how dark the world of cyber is, how hackers are almost at your organization, almost taking everything you have. Don't order that kind of risk assessment. Don't order that kind of technical FUD the way we explained before. Get a business analysis on cybersecurity. That's what we do in CyTech. That's what differs us from others. We look at businesses from the business perspective. We don't ask cyber questions. We ask business questions. We ask the business, what do you do best that makes you so successful? What do you do now that attracts your clientele to work with you? What do you do now that makes your investors, your stakeholders, your shareholders believe in you so much? That's the interesting part. And that needs to be aligned, or cybersecurity needs to be aligned with exactly this. Cybersecurity cannot, what we call wag the dog. Don't let cybersecurity wag the dog. Don't let the tail wag the dog. The dog, quote unquote, the business should control cybersecurity, not the other way around. So when you want to know what's your realistic or reasonable investment in cybersecurity, ask yourself, what is your appetite for the risks to get materialized? And if your appetite is $1 million, don't invest when it's below that. Don't invest when it's not meeting your risk appetite. So the answer is basically on the business itself. And that part we can bring to the table once we interview the client, once we interview the business. We understand and we can recommend on a certain investment in cybersecurity that will be reasonable in accordance to their market, their clientele, the budget, the ongoing budget, the future plans, future growth, and compliance, of course, with all that. But cybersecurity, again, I will say it again, and I cannot say it enough, cybersecurity cannot wag the dog. It's not the place of cybersecurity to determine what is the right investment.